I will.
There's no man's man, no man ever survived. Invisible hands are behind you just now. If you ever win that race against rage, then you became cause it's no man's land. Masters in heavy rain, ultimately fame. They shot a slave, what they done is in vain. Down AK-47, 24/7, but you got 11 persecuted by heaven. Comes from the direction, no indication. You got to let it move first, let it out, let it down, let it inside, let loose, let it in, depress. Let's get it up. Then what you gonna do is drop a hammer down. Drop rhyme, drop hammer, taking like a labor. You got blood all over, ash all over. Spit it out, some game's over. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in. Spit it out like a spear, I'll burn the dread. No soul, robust, go bust, be bust. Justice to the man with no life. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in. Spit it out like a spear, I'll burn the dread. Bust, go dust, be bust. Justice to the man with no life.
I will.
There's no man's man, no man ever survived. Invisible hands are behind you just now. If you ever win that race against rage, then you became cause it's no man's land. Masters in heavy rain, ultimately fame. They shot a slave, what they done is in vain. Down AK-47, 24/7, but you got 11 persecuted by heaven. Comes from the direction, no indication. You got to let it move first, let it out, let it down, let it inside, let loose, let it in, depress. Let's get it up. Then what you gonna do is drop a hammer down. Drop rhyme, drop hammer, taking like a labor. You got blood all over, ash all over. Spit it out, some game's over. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in. Spit it out like a spear, I'll burn the dread. No soul, robust, go bust, be bust. Justice to the man with no life. Tear up the fear, the end is coming in. Spit it out like a spear, I'll burn the dread. No soul, robust, go dust, be bust. Justice to the man with no life.
I will. Hello and welcome to the show. I am your host, Shànks the Red, and I just fucked up my playlist. Hate it when I do that. There we go. My pants were also extremely hot when I put them on because they just came out of the dryer. Literally, I was putting them on while the music was going. My hair also feels like it looks, I don't know, but when my hair's like clean it looks greasier than when it isn't clean, and I don't like that. This is the cleanest my hair's looked for a show because I showered later instead of early. But it might not look greasier, but it feels greasy. I need to take care of my hair better, like conditioner and shit. Anywho, I also wish I could dye it again. That would make me happy. I miss my black hair. Anywho, we're gonna be playing Mass Effect today. Just like that. We finished a lot of the side stuff that we have available to us early in the game. We have one quest left, I think, before we move on with the story. And my first story mission is gonna be the Ares dig site. So let's get right to it. So yeah, we've found 5 of the data discs, 9 of the writings, 7 of the medallions, a lot of minerals, etc. But we're not going to be finishing those yet, unfortunately. I didn't survey this area yet, so we're gonna get some shit here. Uh-oh. The game sounds really loud today. But, at the same time, not really. I don't know if I ever went back and cleaned up the Novaria area. Novaria area. Minerals! So yeah, we found 10 gases, and that's something I don't really like, is how, like, they didn't just make it like 10 gases or something, so that it would make sense when you like near pretty much double the gases when you eventually finish the side quest. that's done. Yeah, it sounds fine. And I heard Skype off. Oh, sorry about that. I was just typing to somebody. Which I won't be doing much, only when I find it appropriate. I'm gonna try and limit it to breaks today, as much as I can, because it like interrupts, especially my train of thought. And then I like forget what I was saying, forget what I was doing, and I get really derailed. So yeah. Hate this fucking mountain. And you can see the Mako hates it too, because it's like going forwards, backwards, side to side, everything except for up or down. You can tell where I want to go, but the mountain's doing everything in its power to keep me from going there.
I'm on my way.
It's a Solarian. Got it. I swear I saw something on the map on the way over here though. Oh, that's the plot point. Well, we don't want to go there yet. We want to get around that to the debris. So, we're going to not fall that way because that's bad. That'll get us hurt. And there really are a couple of reasons I'm doing all these side quests, like people might wonder. My Paragon is the biggest reason, because a lot of what you do in 1 does carry over to what happens in 2 or 3. And we will be playing with the save I create on the Ghast. So everything I do will in some way affect the the playthrough of the trilogy on cast. Even though I do have those like DLCs where I could like create my own backstory, it does leave out a lot of the little things, so you want to do it yourself. Um,
Enemy sighted.
so, we're into the building now. I also haven't leveled Rex or Tally yet. Tally just finished the electronics, which is nice. A katana? What's a katana? Oh damn, that actually doesn't look half. Is it any good though? Not better than my tornado. Or that tornado. Oh, never mind then, it's not very good. Talking straight out my ass. Only reason I wondered is because the katana is a decent shotgun in the rest of the series. And I remember using it.
You must die!
I will destroy you!
Enemy is everywhere!
Rex just fucked some kids up.
Enemy is everywhere!
Like, take no prisoners type of fuck kids up.
You must die! I will destroy you! You must die!
Ah! I didn't realize Carnage could hit that hard. Like, just straight up blow someone's face off.
Look out!
So we just cleared that room really fucking easy. That's kind of what happens as you start leveling up. Like, we're 28. We're really close to 29. Which 30 is the midpoint in terms of total XP. That's where you want to go. This is close to the other end of the spectrum. We need to get over the midpoint. A lot of shit here. Jesus. Remember at 51,100 is the level up. So we're really close. And we just got a level 6 weapon. The Katana 6. is better than my tornado. We've also got the Equalizer 5, which is better than our Naginata. Which is pretty crazy. We've also got a Naginata 5, which I just put on. Oh, we have a Raikou 6 as well. It doesn't match our Stiletto 5, but it'll topple a Stiletto 4 unless we have another Stiletto 5. Which we don't. And nothing's beating the Thunder 4. But a Tsunami 5 might get dropped. Oh, no. I'll just replace this Tsunami 5. No Quarian armor. I'm gonna sell the 6, because that's probably some decent money. I'm probably gonna sell all of this and get the sniper rifle for Tali. Or the shotgun for Rex. Rex with a new shotgun. It would be so beautiful. You cautiously press a few buttons, and an alarm chimes. The optical database is flashing itself. Quickly, you copy as many files as you can to your computer's your heart's internal computer. Its memory wiped, the computer shuts down. The files are sure to be encrypted, but you've got time to crack them. So, we finished the quest. That's that. And we got our level up, which is nice. So we can work on 2 more in Shock Trooper, which means we've got more health. We broke 400. Even more important, we have 5.5 health per second now. Immunity specialization is what we're working towards, because at that point we get our damage protection. Well, we get damage protection at the next level, but we get 10% damage protection, which is nice. We're gonna get dampening, because that'll be some crowd control. I don't know if I'll level basic armor completely on Tali, because I don't think she'll need it, to be honest. By the end of the game, maybe, because wasting points on her like weapons when she's using a sniper rifle isn't necessarily like what I want to do with her. She's good at what she's doing right now. I need to check the system Novaria is in, because I don't... No, I think I did it. I'll check it again when I go there, but I think I did it. Novaria is actually the second place I want to do.
Transmission coming in, Commander. I think you're gonna want to hear this one.
Greetings, Commander Shepard. I represent a party interested in obtaining information on Cerberus activities.
What's your name?
Who are you and who do you represent?
Who I am is inconsequential. Suffice to say, I am an agent for the Shadow Broker. You see, Admiral Kahoku contacted my employer looking for information on the location of any Cerberus facilities. We provided that information on the promise that he would turn over copies of all files gathered from the Cerberus systems to us.
Kahoku stuff.
Did you have anything to do with Admiral Kohoku ending up dead?
We had no reason to harm him. was going to provide us with information about Cerberus. Information that is now in your possession.
Facility
You must have
location.
some connection to Cerberus. How else could you tell Kahoku where to find them?
Information is our business, Commander. Through our contacts, we were able to determine that the Cerberus group was active in the Voyager cluster. Unfortunately, that was all we were able to find out. That is why we are so interested in acquiring copies of the files from you.
That's treason.
These are classified Alliance files. I'm not handing them over to you.
Be reasonable, Commander. Cerberus was operating outside Alliance jurisdiction. You don't owe them any loyalty. The Alliance is just going to file this information away in some archive, but no secret stays hidden forever. Eventually, someone somewhere will deliver it into our hands. Might as well be you. Transmit the files to us and you will be well compensated.
Why do you
What are
want
you
the
gonna do with this
files?
information?
Information is a commodity. It can be bought, sold, or traded. Why my employer desires this information is not my concern. I am only the buyer.
I don't
My
trust
loyalty
you.
is to the Alliance, not the Shadow Broker.
That is unfortunate, Commander. My employer will remember this the next time you need something from us.
I'll just have to make sure there's never a something that I need from you. So there, yeah. That's how I picture Commander Shepard handling it if he was a 2-year-old. So now we finally get to go to Knossos. Finally. Everybody's streaming Dying Light. I feel so like out of place because like zombies aren't my thing. It looks cool, but it like reminds me of like Mirror's Edge meets Alan Wake kind of mixed with Dead Island. And I've never played Alan Wake. I haven't played Mirror's Edge yet, but I should. I've played Dead Island and it was fucking disappointing. There was so much wrong with that game. I played it with 2 other friends co-op, and the XP system was just butchered. And that's really all I can say about it. By the end of the game, I was levels higher than the rest of my team because I was the co-op partner. The host of the game. Everyone else got XP based on how close to where I was. And for like the first half of our playthrough, XP for quests was only given to the host, or the guy who turned in the quest. So, if you're like us, and only the host turns in quests,
Looking for supplies?
your host is going to
Let's
end
see
up
what you
very
bring back.
far ahead. If you aren't, then you'd be like shifting people throughout to make sure everybody gets their fair XP. Which is dumb, you shouldn't have to do that. But I mean, I'm not like unreasonable. I understand the draw of like zombie titles. I get it. I just don't like it. I'm now gonna give this rifle to Tali. which is cool. Just super increased stability on it. To the point of redundancy, really. I want her to be able to shoot and destroy someone, like not just hit them and be like, oh, you got him. I want her to melt them. You know, we still have some money to buy licenses should we end up running into licenses. I doubt it though. At least not right now. I didn't buy licenses on the oh, that's something I didn't do. I was like, check all the stores. Fuck it. So we're headed to Theorem. Between the 3 quests, this is probably the hardest overall, but it's short. From memory, anyway. That's why you don't, if you plan on going here first,
Strange readings? Really strange, like off the damn charts. It looks like it's coming from an underground complex a few clicks away from the drop zone.
you need to be ready for the worst, or like, you need to prepare with leveling. Like, none of these are gonna be that bad at my level. Except maybe Pharos. This one could be bad though, because no matter what your level, unless you've got like max electronics, the Mako sections are pretty... The Mako section here is pretty bad. It's not too terrible. I mean, I've definitely played a harder section already in the guest structures side quest, but this one has its moments. And we hear the well, now we get to see the guest ship. Dropping the Geth armigers in. And how close is a level? Oh, level 6 rail extension. Damn. I want to put that on my, yeah. I'm upset I haven't gotten a new heatsink though. I doubt there is a new heatsink, but there should be. I wanted to see how far I am. 3,000, a little under 3,000 XP. So, kind of far. Not too far though. So this is the section where it kicks it up a notch. But you have an option to like back out of this.
Only a fool punches a Nathak in the mouth. We should sneak around and pull its tail.
I can't see the last one. So, I did still go around, but I killed everything for the XP. Because it's like 200 XP a kill, which gave me 800 XP off of these, and there's still 2 Geth. There's one right here that we're gonna shoot in the face. And he was a rocket trooper, so gotta make sure this asshole is dead. Got it. And this gate control opens the front gate, so we didn't really need to get this one. I came in here for the kill instead, or the 69 XP. Because that's important. At least for me. All XP is good XP, even if it's 1. Also, the items are not bad. Extra Omni-Gel is always appreciated. Never spurned. Never turn away good Omni-Gel. $174 XP for that kill. Damn. Got it. Now I gotta go back to the Mako. Oh, there's a crate over there. First we're gonna get that crate. Thank you, game. You're really kind to show me that. I would have, like, walked right past it, not cared. More shit, by the way. Literally. Break down 2 things and then take the rest. Saving. Because I don't trust myself, and I don't want to do half this section over again. And we've already done the first like half of the Mako section. So why would we want to do it again? God, I hate this piece of shit. We gotta fight a bunch of these like little armatures on our way up. I think there's another heavy turret, but yeah. We might have to fight one Colossus, I think. But I think it's mostly armatures. We're also on normal, which is affecting how much we're fighting on the way up there. Because the last time I did this wasn't on normal, and I didn't particularly enjoy it. But I also just sort of got out and gave up because I was playing with the super armor and the super gun, which does matter. That shit makes a significant difference if you're using it. Get rid of the tiny dudes first. And that's the Colossus, which is why it's not down yet. But it's down now. I only leveled up, which is amazing. That's awesome. I don't care about any of this shit. None of it. Maybe kinetic buffer 6. Nope. Not a single fuck. So we're 1 level away from getting immunity spec. 2 levels away from getting adrenaline burst spec. Now we don't have a high adrenaline burst yet. Which I'd like to at least get level 2 adrenaline burst because that puts the recharge time at 90 seconds. Which would lower it to half of it would be 45. Half of that would be about 22. So it would be like a 68-second cooldown instead of a 90-second cooldown, which would be pretty cool. Master Shield boost for Rex, who will never need that shit, but he has it now. And we're gonna be maxing dampening because max dampening will give like super like explosion range on dampening and overload and sabotage. My AI hacking. Or my decryption skill. That's the one I was thinking of. She has lots of skills. Like, she's my crowd control and my like burst damage. Rex and Shepard sort of kill one person each at the beginning of a fight, maybe 2. And then they do the sustained like don't die tactics. Oh, we can't save because there's something on the radar, which is kind of dumb. It makes sense. Oh, I can't hit them because they're down there. Makes sense. Well, fuck you. There's no one here now. What the fuck? Okay, thank you. There is a battle I'm not really... My mouse won't go away. There is a battle I'm not really looking forward to once we get over there. I'm kind of hoping I can get back into my car to deal with it. Like once we get to the end. Oh, you got them both. Nice. And there's the end itself. You can see the door. And no, I can't get in the car because that would only make sense. Well, that would only make it easy. But we have Carnage, we have Adrenaline Burst, we got this. No big deal. So we're at the on foot section of this area. And we're doing pretty good. Field's fucked. Geth Troop was hacked immediately, which was cool. It's following me around now, like a baller. Not wasting my Carnage because I don't know when I'll need it, to be honest. And I hit so hard with my shotgun anyway. Like there's no reason to Carnage right now. Especially since I'm using the tungsten rounds, the synthetic rounds. I just tear people fucking apart. They have to be fucking for me to tear them apart. And this is where we're supposed to meet our new enemy, Geth enemy, the Stalker. We've seen it a couple times already. It's also our first experience of fighting the colossal dickhole on the ground. He's only an armature, but that doesn't make him any less of a dickhole. And I'm not shooting! So I dealt with the armature while everybody else sort of did everything else for me.
Negative contacts, Commander.
My Carnage wouldn't shoot off though, like what the fuck? Why wouldn't that do what it did? That bothers me. Now I get to go inside. So, the game just auto-saved, which is nice, because it means I don't have to save. Not yet anyway. I will save because, like, before we really get into any real combat, I guess the better word for that is any, like, combat where there's a real risk of dying. There's a lot of stuff that goes on before then. Because there's actual combat here, it's just not
It looks like this cavern
risky.
formed around the ruin, after it was built.
So there's a door. And here's an elevator. We're gonna go down the elevator. There's the shaft we just came out of. Shaft! Damn right. It's crazy how, like, perfectly spherical those shafts are. Because and, like, how they constantly have rings in them. Because all you're thinking, well, at least all I'm thinking, because I guess I'm too immature to think otherwise, is that is a sphincter. That is a sphincter connected to my intestines.
Sterile life. Protheans sure build things homey.
God, Grun is so sexy. But yeah, I mean, they all look like sphincters. Like that, like all the mine shafts and stuff.
Hello? Could somebody help me? Please?
Hi!
Can you hear me out there? I'm trapped. I need help.
We hear you.
Are you okay? What happened to you?
Listen, this thing I'm in is a Prothean security device. I cannot move, so I need you to get me out of it, alright?
God, I hurt myself. Fuck.
Your mother is working with Saren. Whose side are you on?
What? I'm not on anybody's side. I may be Benezia's daughter, but I'm nothing like her. I have not spoken to her in years. Please, just get me out of here.
How'd you end up in there?
I was exploring the ruins when the Geth showed up, so I hid in here. Can you believe that? Geth beyond the veil.
Yes, I can, because I've been fighting them.
Defenses. I knew the barrier curtains would keep them out. When I turned it on, I must have hit something I wasn't supposed to. I was trapped in here. You must get me out, please.
Stay calm. Nothing is fucked here.
We'll find some way to help you.
There is a control in here that should deactivate this thing. You'll have to find some way past the barrier curtain. That's the tricky part. The defenses cannot be shut off from the outside. I don't know how you'll get in here. Be careful. There is a Krogan with the Geth. They have been trying different ways to get past the barrier.
Don't worry. I have the solution. We're going to blow everything up. And what's funny is the actual solution to the problem isn't that far off from the truth.
I've lost shields.
Now that sniper like one-shots my shields. It's upsetting, but nothing is fucked.
All clear.
Everything's a-okay. Oh. Give me that Omni Jaw. Give it to me. Oh god, I love it. So tasty. Omni Jaw. Oh god, a Naginata 6. A Naginata 6! Nope. 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 You got anything better? You're just giving me shit here. Shitting all over my face. I don't like it. The Naginata 6 is not better because I'm using the HMWSR on you, but and it's not better than the equalizer. Go figure. I forgot I was using the equalizer before, and now I could switch it. It's funny. I'd love to get another shotgun for Rex, but I have a feeling I'll have to go to the Citadel to buy it, like at the Spectre Requisitions office. Just to round out my group really well. So, we gotta play Simon Says. Left, up, left, 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 up, left, 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 up, up, left, left, up, right, left, left, up, down, left, 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 up, down, right, left, left, up, down, up, left, left, up, down, down. Okay, we got it. Don't worry. We blew a hole in the floor. I have found the way. We are coming. Up the elevator. Hi, how's it going? You're still stuck there.
How did you get in here? I didn't think there was any way past the barrier.
That's not important.
We have to get you out of here before more Geth arrive.
Yes, you're right. I've seen enough of them to last a lifetime. That button should
Then I've got some bad news for you. You don't want to see another Geth for the rest of your life?
Any idea how we get out of this place?
Well, guess how we're going to repay you.
At least I think it's an elevator.
Showing you
It should take us
lots
out of
and
here. Come
lots
on.
of Geth.
I still cannot believe
Okay.
all this. Why would the Geth come after me? Do you think Benezia's involved?
Of course she is.
looking for the conduit. You're a Prothean expert. He probably wants you to help him find it.
The conduit, but I don't know.
What the hell was that?
These ruins are not stable. That mining laser must have triggered a seismic event. We have to hurry. The whole place is caving in.
You need an escape plan.
Joker, get the Normandy airborne and lock in on my signal. On the double, mister.
Aye, aye, Commander. Secure and away. ETA 8 minutes.
He needs to move faster.
If I die in here, I'll kill him.
If I die in here, I'll kill him. Don't worry. I'm sure you can do it. I have total faith in you, Rex. Now this fight.
Surrender. If you don't, that would be more fun.
The ruin's coming down.
In case you didn't notice, this place is falling apart.
Exhilarating, isn't it? Thanks for getting rid of those energy fields for us. Hand the doctor over.
Whatever it is you want, you are not getting it from me.
And I'm not giving her
She'll
up.
stay with us, thanks.
I'm gonna give you up. And I'm
Sarah
gonna
wants
let
him,
you
and he
down.
always gets what he wants.
Okay.
Kill him. Spare the Asari if you can. If not, doesn't matter.
If not, doesn't matter. I think that would be an important, like, distinction. You gotta get rid of the rocket troopers. The sniper would be nice too. The rocket troopers are assholes. So they had to go. It looks like another one of the dudes died. It's just this asshole sitting there. And he charged my face. And now he's dead. Just like that. The whole world's falling down on us. Move it! You can do it! Go through the intestines and out the sphincter. I am never going to look at that tube the same way again, like those mining entrances. Never again.
Too close, Commander. 10 more seconds we would have been swimming in molten sulfur. The Normandy isn't equipped to land in exploding volcanoes. They tend to fry our sensors and melt our hull. Just for future reference.
We almost died out there, and your pilot is making jokes?
That's Seth Green.
Joker pulled our asses out of there. I think he's earned the right to a few bad jokes.
I see.
And maybe
an
okay show.
I don't have a lot
It
of
depends on
experience dealing with your species,
preference.
Commander.
I'm not
But
a big
I am
fan of
grateful
it.
to you. You saved my life back there, and not just from the volcano. Those Geth
But
would
I
have
can
killed
see the
me
appeal.
or dragged me off to Saren.
What did Saren want with you? Do you know something about the conduit?
Only that it was somehow connected to the Prothean extinction. That is my real area of expertise. I have spent the past 50 years trying to figure out what happened
50
to them.
years?
How old are you exactly?
I hate to admit it, but I am only 106.
Damn! I hope I look that good when I'm your age.
A century may seem like a long time to a short-lived species like yours, but among the Asari I am barely considered more than a child. That is why my research has not received the attention it deserves. Because of my youth, other Asari scholars tend to dismiss my theories on what happened to the Protheans.
I know.
I've got my own theory on why the Protheans disappeared.
With all due respect, Commander, I have heard every theory out there. The problem is finding evidence to support them. The Protheans left remarkably little behind. It is almost as if someone did not want the mystery solved. It is like someone came along after the Protheans were gone and cleansed the galaxy of clues. But here is the incredible part. According to my findings, the Protheans were not the first galactic civilization to mysteriously vanish. This cycle began long before them.
How do you know
Where
this?
do you come up with this theory? I thought there wasn't any evidence.
I have been working on this for 50 years. I have tracked down every scrap and shred of evidence. Eventually, subtle patterns start to emerge, patterns that hint at the truth. It is difficult to explain to someone else. I cannot point to one specific thing to prove my case. It is more a feeling derived from a half-century of dedicated research. But I know I'm right, and eventually I will be able to prove it. There were other civilizations before the Protheans. This cycle has repeated itself many times over.
That doesn't bode well. Who came before them, by the way?
If the Protheans weren't the first, then who was?
I don't know. There is barely any evidence on the Protheans, even less on those who came before them. I cannot prove my theory, but I know I am right. The galaxy is built on a cycle of extinction. Each time a great civilization rises up, it is suddenly and violently cast down. Only ruins survive. The Protheans rose up from a single world until their empire spanned the entire galaxy. Yet even they climbed to the top on the remains of those who came before. Their greatest achievements, the mass relays and the Citadel, are based on the technology of those who came before them. And then, like all the other forgotten civilizations throughout galactic history, the Protheans disappeared. I have dedicated my life to figuring out why.
I know why.
They were wiped out by a race of sentient machines. The Reapers.
The Reapers? But I have never heard of. How do you know this? What evidence do you have?
There
The
was a
bacon.
damaged Prothean beacon on Eden Prime.
The bacon
It
told
burned a
me
vision into
all.
my brain. I'm still trying to sort out what it all means.
Visions. Yes, that makes sense. The beacons were designed to transmit information directly into the mind of the user. Finding one that still works is extremely rare.
I am
No
not.
wonder the Geth attacked Eden
This is
Prime.
the high
chance to
resolution,
acquire a working beacon,
the
even
high
badly damaged
resolution
one, is
textures
worth
that
almost
came
any
with the
risk.
PC
But
port
the
of the
beacons
game.
were only programmed to interact with Prothean physiology. Whatever information you received
They're
would have
not,
been confused, unclear.
nothing's
I am
modded at all.
amazed you were able to
But
make sense of it at all.
if you
Unless
play it
your
on
Geth had been
console, that
utterly
is
destroyed by the process.
exactly why they
You
look
must be
better.
remarkably strong-willed,
So
Commander.
yeah.
Okay, this isn't helping us find Saren or the conduit.
Of course, you're right. I am sorry, my scientific curiosity got the better of me. Unfortunately, I do not have any information that could help you find the conduit, or Saren.
You can still help us.
I don't know why Saren wanted you out of the picture, but I think we'll be a lot better off if we bring you along.
Thank you, Commander. Saren might come after me again. I cannot think of anywhere safer than here on your ship. And my knowledge of the Protheans might be useful later on.
And her biotics will come in handy when the fighting starts.
Welcome
Good to
aboard,
have you on the team.
Doctor.
Thank you, Commander. I am very grateful. Oh, I am afraid I am feeling a bit lightheaded.
When was the last time you ate? Or slept? Dr. Chakwa should take a look at you.
But yeah,
It is probably just mental exhaustion, coupled with the shock of discovering
typically I
the
play
Prothean's
everything
true fate. I need
via
some time to process all this.
Steam or
Still, it would
Origin.
not hurt to be examined by
I
a
don't
medical
play
professional.
console
It will give me the chance to
unless it
think things
wasn't
over.
released
Are we
somewhere
finished
else.
here, Commander?
We'll talk later.
We can talk again after you've seen the doctor. The rest of you, dismissed.
Mission reports are filed, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Yes, please.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
We've received your report, Commander. I understand Dr. Tassoni is on the Normandy.
I assume you're taking the necessary security precautions.
She wants to help us.
The air is on our side. The Geth were
Why you gotta be such a dick, man?
Venezia would never allow Saren to kill her daughter.
Maybe she doesn't know.
Or maybe we don't know her. We never expected she could become a traitor.
At least the mission was a success.
Apart from the
Spoken
utter
like a
destruction
true
of major
military
Prothean
man
ruin.
instead of an
Was that really
ambassador.
necessary, Shepard?
It
The
was.
Geth were crawling all over those ruins. We were lucky to make it out alive.
Of course, Commander. The mission must always take priority.
Good luck, Commander. Remember, we are all counting on you.
$74 XP. I feel gypped. Anywho, I leveled up. Community specialization. We're gonna save and take the first break of the night because it is 9 o'clock. So, why? Why you do this to me, game? Game. It's possible. First few times I played it wasn't on high setting because it defaults it to the medium setting, the console setting. I actually just realized I've never played on it. Played it with the high setting when I started, like when I was setting up the game for my cast last Saturday. This works. Thank you for coming out. I hope you're enjoying the show. When we come back, we're going to be doing whatever we can. Probably just stop by the Citadel and check the shops I missed. Before we go, our next story mission will be Novaria, but I don't remember like if there's any side shit I can do at this point. So we will see. Then yeah, but 3 to 5 minutes, and we'll be back. Don't go away. We are back, kind of. I needed to put my hoodie on when I got back down here because cold. So, good song. Let's continue on, with the game. We're gonna talk to all of our friends. If there are any codex X's to pick up. And there were, which is nice because we got another level. Which means we got Adrenaline Burst upgraded. I really want to get level 2 Adrenaline Burst and then level 2 Immunity. That would be awesome. I hate this point and overkill. Oh. Gunnery station, viewport. Yeah, we are gonna visit everybody. I'm just looking at all the codex stuff I've missed. Whether it be because it just popped up or I didn't have it yet. I do right now. That's the important thing. There's Kaiden, so we're gonna talk to Kaiden. We're gonna talk to the Kaiden. Hey Kaiden, how's it going?
Anything you need, Commander?
Looking for personal input.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Speak your mind.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is looking for records on some kind of galactic extinction, but we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
I hear
the Council
you.
Doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informal. Protocol wasn't a big focus back then.
It's alright.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclimation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
That's gross. You doubt it was accidental?
Is there some question about how you were exposed?
My mother was downwind of a transport crash. It was before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they'd relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits
Makes
show up at
sense.
your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump
Zero
Zero
is
is...
Gagarin Station, right? What's it like?
Yeah, that's the official name. Biggest and farthest facility we had for decades. Right on the termination shock, the outer edge of the solar system. It's where they did all the Goose Chase FTL research before we caught on to using mass effect fields. It was a sterile research platform when I was there.
There were other kids in the same boat, right? At least you weren't alone out there.
This is true.
We did have a little circle.
I like how
get
that's
together
how he
every
said.
night before lights out. We didn't have much to do, though. It was a research platform then, and Kinetics kept Jump Zero off the extranet to prevent leaks.
Time to talk then.
Then you must have had plenty of time to get to know each other.
Yeah, we'd sit around and bull every night after dinner, play cards or network games. There was this girl named Rana, who had a little circle grow up around her. She was from Turkey. Her family was very rich. But she was smart and charming as hell. Beautiful, but not stuck up about it. I think you'd have liked her.
Did you love her?
Sounds like she was special to you.
She was. Maybe she felt the same. But things never felt together. Training, you know.
Do you know of any
Intentional
intentional exposures
exposure.
for certain?
No one knows. Doesn't mean they didn't happen. As big as the exposures were, it was hard to track down accidentals. It was different then. No one knew the potential, so there wasn't a lot of regulation. Anything Kinetics did was gold. I'm not saying they intentionally detonated drives over our outposts, but in retrospect, they were damn quick on the scene.
Sounds rough.
Jump Zero's a long way.
Go on.
What was it like?
The Grand Gateway to Humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
You can talk to me, you know.
Malenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I appreciate that, Commander. I just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Or so you think. Do you really? We got 152 XP for that. Which is pretty cool. Now I know a lot more about Malenko as well. Malenko's kind of a cool character. I think he's cool. He can be a little dry. Because he's like copy-paste human character. All the human characters are kind of like that. Except one. But outside of her like background,
Commander,
she's pretty copy-paste.
Are you coming to check up on me?
I was worried.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
She's the best.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I never properly thanked you for saving me from the Geth, Commander. If you hadn't shown up...
Don't mention it, really.
I'm just glad we got there in time.
It wasn't
So
really
am I.
about you. It was about me.
I know you took a chance bringing me aboard this ship. I have seen the way your crew looks at me. They do not trust me. But I am not like Benezia. I will do whatever I can to help you stop Saren. I promise.
No,
Don't worry, Liara. I trust you.
I know
I know you
everything
won't let
about
me down.
you.
It means a lot to hear you say that, Commander.
I'd
Thank
like
you.
to talk about you.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interesting, Commander. I spend most of my time on remote digs, unearthing mundane items buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
You must get lonely.
Sounds dangerous. And lonely.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across a small band of mercenaries or privateers, but I was always careful. Until the Geth followed me to Artemis Tau, I never found myself in any situation my biotics
That's
could
not really
handle.
what I meant
As
by
for the
lonely.
solitude, well,
There you go.
that is one aspect that most appealed to me. Sometimes I just need to get away from other people.
Why is that?
You don't like other people?
I suppose it comes from being a matriarch's daughter. People expected me to follow in Benezia's footsteps. They wanted me to become a leader of our people. Matriarchs guide their followers into the future. They seek the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so interested in the secrets of the past. It sounds so foolish when I say it out loud. It sounds like I became an archaeologist simply to spite Benezia.
Not fool.
All children rebel against their parents. It's a natural part of growing up.
Aha. You share the wisdom of the matriarch, Shepard. That is exactly what Benezia said when I told her of my decision. But there was more to it than that. I felt drawn to the past. The Protheans were these wondrous, mysterious figures. I wanted to know everything about them. That is why I find you so fascinating. You were marked by the beacon on Eden Prime.
I was
You were touched
slathered
by
on the
working
bacon.
Prothean technology.
The bacon.
Sounds like you want to dissect me in a lab somewhere.
What? No, I did not mean to insinuate. I never meant to offend you, Shepard. I only meant that you would be an interesting specimen for an in-depth study. No, that's even worse.
In-depth study? Where exactly? We can do this at any time.
Calm down, Liara. I was only joking.
Joking? Oh, by the goddess, how could I be so dense? You must think I am a complete and utter fool.
No.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to say something embarrassing around other people. Please, just pretend this conversation never happened.
What? Are you sure you don't want to touch my beacon? My beacon could really give you some insight into humanity.
Do you know why Benezia joined up with Saren?
I don't understand it. She was always outspoken about the need for the Asari to become more involved in shaping galactic events. Maybe she thought allying herself with Saren would somehow be for the greater good in the long run. At least I hope so.
I'm trouble.
This hurts you, doesn't it?
None of this makes any sense to me. I have not spoken to Benezia in many years, but I know her, and this was not like her. Something changed.
That is very upsetting. Let me learn about your culture.
I'd like to know more about the Asari.
We were the first species to discover the Citadel. We were instrumental in forming the Council, and we always strive to be the voice of peaceful cooperation in galactics. My people believe we are all part of a single galactic community. Each species contributes something to the greater whole. Although we seek to understand other species, it seems few of them seek to understand us. The galaxy is filled with rumors and misinformation about my people.
Rumors?
Like what?
Most of the inaccuracies are centered around our mating rituals. My species is monogendered. Male and female have no real meaning for us. We still require a partner to reproduce. This second parent, however, may be of any species and any gender.
How's that possible?
I don't understand. Your species can mate with anyone?
Mating is not quite the proper term, not as you understand it. Physical contact may or may not be involved, but it is not an essential element of the union. The true connection is mental. Our physiology allows us to meld with other beings. We can touch the very depths of their minds. We explore the genetic memory of their species. We share the most basic elements of their individual and racial identities. We then pass these traits on to our daughters. It is how we learn to grow as a species and how we develop a greater understanding of other races.
What about the other parent?
What happens to your partner after the union?
Every relationship is different. Some unions are a single encounter with both parents parting ways afterwards. Others can be more long-term. Sometimes an Asari and her partner will stay together for many decades.
Who was your father?
Do you know who Matriarch Benezia chose as her partner?
She rarely spoke of her partner. Though I know my father, if you want to use that term, was another Asari.
You can do that. That's a dumb question. You don't know who?
Benezia never told you her partner's name?
Union with our own kind is no longer common, not for the purposes of reproduction. Most Asari believe it weakens our species. Asari daughters inherit racial traits from the father species. If both parents are Asari, then nothing has been gained, or so conventional wisdom would hold. I am what is sometimes called a pureblood, though no Asari would ever be cruel enough to say the word to my face. It is a great insult among my people. It is possible Benezia's
That's
partner
like
was
straight up
embarrassed by our
backwards
union.
from like
She
the
may
Harry
have been
Potter
too
series.
ashamed to publicly
But
acknowledge
it makes
me as her
sense.
offspring.
You don't know that.
Maybe she wanted to meet you but couldn't. Something could have happened to her. Maybe she passed away.
You might be right. I hope you are. But I have no way to know for sure.
No, you
Benezia
really
never
don't.
spoke of her partner. Whatever happened, it caused her too much pain to dwell on it. She raised me by herself, though that is not uncommon. Many Asari raise their children alone, particularly if the father species is short-lived. Often the partner will pass on long before the child reaches maturity.
I already asked that. How do they deal
You
with that?
Asari live for 1,000 years. What happens when your partner dies?
Few sapient species live as long as my kind. We have learned to take a philosophical approach to our unions. We do not focus on the inevitable loss of our partners. Instead, we enjoy the time we spend with them. And even after they're gone, a part of them lives on in us. The union is a connection that transcends both time and space.
I like that thought.
I should go.
But I
Goodbye,
should go.
Shepard.
I should go. Okay, now we're gonna go downstairs. Down the elevator. So we've got 4 more people to talk to. We gotta check this guy real quick.
Looking for supplies?
Anything new?
Let's see what you bet, Commander.
No? Okay. Oh, Turian armor. That's actually pretty cool. Not very useful, but it's cool. I'm not using a Turian. So you know that's nice. Let's go talk to Tully. Or charge status.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
You sound down.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place.
Might be because there's a total of 4
Runs
aliens.
so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
It's too quiet.
The
to
silence
sleep.
wakes you up?
What's funny is
Not
I'm
much
like
left.
this.
The last thing you want to hear is silence. It means
But
an
not for
engine
the same
died or
reason.
an air filter shut down.
I can't sleep when
I
it's
guess you
silent.
don't have to worry about that here. But old habits die hard. But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to
There
go
are
to my
parts
crew.
of it I hate, but I like
couldn't wait to get away
the
from the crowds.
inventory
Now that I'm out
system.
here,
I just
I
wish
miss
breaking
it.
things down was faster. Like that's the one thing I don't like about the inventory system. Everything else is fine, but for me anyway, because I enjoy those RPG elements. You're homesick.
Sometimes we don't appreciate
Understandable.
what we have until it's gone.
That's true.
But yeah, I can
I'm starting
totally
to
get
wonder
that.
if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always
like,
assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
That and like the talent system are things I miss going onward, because they got so streamlined into like just the equipment loadout and like very limited options in your talent trees. Kind of upset me. But you're going
You
back,
do plan
right?
to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back
But that's
to.
just me. Like, I can understand perfectly
I should go.
See you later.
especially this inventory system, because it's got a limit, one, which is understandable, and sifting through it isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. Speaking of which... Okay. There's our conversation with Tally. Now we're gonna talk to Garrus. Hey Garrus. Garrus, what's up, Garrus?
How are you?
You and CSEC.
Why did you want to be a CSEC officer in the first place?
That's a good question. There were several reasons, I guess.
Such as?
Like what?
Probably the same as most officers. I wanted to fight injustice, wanted to help people. I guess my father had something to do with it too. He was CSEC.
This is my favorite shirt, but it's like...
I grew up hearing about his accomplishments or seeing his picture on the vids after a big arrest. He's taking...
Oh, yeah. I understand what you mean, and it's clunky. And I totally get that. Because it's not refined like something like maybe a Final Fantasy game or something like that, or like I was gonna say Dragon Age, but I don't actually like the Dragon Age menu, like inventory system. BioWare is really bad with their inventory systems. They have no idea how to like organize it at all. They think more menus is better, and it's not necessarily better. Typically it ends up being worse. I can understand
That's
that.
tough, but you'd think he'd be impressed you're going after Saren.
My father's a CSEC man to the bone. Do things right or don't do them at all, he says. He thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient. He's worried I'll become just like Saren. He actually taught me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger, for the same reason.
Spectre?
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Well, I was targeted as a possible Spectre candidate. Me and about 1,000 other Turian military recruits. I could have received special training, but my father didn't like it. He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability. He wouldn't like you, Commander. No offense.
I see.
I suppose I can understand his concern.
You can. But Saren's not going to play by our rules, CSEC's rules. If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who isn't restricted by policies and procedures.
Not
Just because
necessarily
you can break the
true.
rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
I see what you mean, but I'll think about it. Thanks, Commander.
It's funny how like you keep butting heads with Garrus in the first game, because he's so green. Like, he doesn't get it. Hi, Ashley.
Commander, you have a minute to talk?
I keep an
Sure.
open door policy. If you have any concerns, lay them on me.
All right. I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but
Yep.
I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship?
Never speak to me like this again. That's... I despise what you just said.
They may not serve the Alliance, Chief, but they're allies. At least as far as Saren goes.
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Hold up. Isn't the Normandy a cooperative venture between the Alliance and the Turians? Why would you be worried about Garrus then? The Turians know what's in this ship. They helped build it. You don't trust
you don't
aliens?
Trust the Alliance's allies?
That's
I'm not
speciesist.
sure I'd call the Council races allies.
Speciesist?
We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
That's a bad attitude. And I will not allow that on my
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean
on
standing
my
alone.
ship. Damn it.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
You've got a pessimistic view of the universe, Williams.
A pessimist is what an optimist calls a realist. Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism, not really. Members of their species will always be more important to them than humans are.
And that's where you're wrong. Because it is. No matter what you think about it, it really is.
These seem like deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
My family's defended the Alliance since it was founded. My father, grandfather, great-grandmother, they all picked up a rifle and swore the oath of service. I guess we just tend to think of Earth's interests as our own.
I really just want to pick the renegade option.
All right. I can see where your concerns are coming from, Williams. But this is a multilateral mission. You're going to have to work with aliens, like it or not.
Just shut your mouth.
You say jump, I say how high. You tell me to kiss a Turian, I'll ask which cheek.
Thanks.
I don't think kissing Turians will be necessary.
You never know, Commander.
Goodbye.
We'll talk later, Williams.
Looking forward to it, sir.
Hi, Rex.
We've got Saren on the run.
Yes, we do.
It won't be long now. Saren's good, but I'm better.
Good. He's rotten. To the core. I could tell as soon as I met him.
You knew Saren?
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought I was important.
Fair enough.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
Saren recruited
I didn't
you?
know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What was he doing?
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
Interesting. Not
That's
even
the
a
only
little
time you
bit of
saw him?
credits?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
Well, that sucks.
So long, Rex.
Goodbye.
Shepard.
Alright, we've talked to everybody now. Let's head upstairs. Da, 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 da. The door. Let's I need to go check the shops real quick. Because I feel like I missed something while I was here in the Citadel. Licenses and such. Oh god, that poppin'. Oh god, that poppin'. Let there be textures! Now I finally have Liara.
Equalizing interior
I was
pressure
considering
with
using
exterior
her, but
atmosphere.
no.
Logged.
We have
The
Rex.
commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
And when you got Rex, you don't need nobody else. Real Admiral Mikhailovic.
Rear Admiral Mihailovic.
Mikhailovic.
Fifth Fleet.
I apparently can't
We weren't told to
pronounce
expect you,
anything.
sir. I would have prepared a formal greeting.
Spare me the pleasantries. I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You in the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. Then the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
Think of it as an opportunity.
I still serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard? I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
It's not over-designed.
Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
Please
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Turian design.
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates, rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
It is useless.
We can loiter
useless.
System and monitor
Stealth
traffic,
technology is useless?
on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship.
You are an idiot,
We're
good
supposed
sir.
to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Asari? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien
You didn't even
nationals
mention
free
my
access to
Quarian.
Alliance equipment.
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win.
And she's
hearts
standing
minds.
right there. Polly's right there. He didn't even mention her.
You have anything else to say, Commander?
If you're gonna
Any
be...
other justifications for the state of this vessel?
We need to kick ass and chew bubblegum now. We need to
I
build
think the
bridges.
Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I'd planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard.
And this is why you're not a full admiral. You're still stuck at rear admiral. Because when it comes right down to it, You need ships like this to prevent wars, or to have the advantage if a war breaks out. Like, this ship can do shit that would normally break treaties. Like, you can't see the limitless potential of stealth technology. You're kind of like fucked in the
A
head.
Solarian excavation team has run into an unexpected problem after unearthing a Prothean dig site. Hanar protesters
With
have
all due
blockaded
respect.
the dig site, claiming that artifacts of the Enkindlers, as the Hanar call them, should not be disturbed. The excavation team has appealed to Hanar representatives on the Citadel to reach a diplomatic solution.
You're so quiet, Rex. Why are you so quiet? You look so angry. Why do you look like a turtle, Rex?
Commander Shepard?
Oh god, not you. You!
Police have been seen in Al-Jalani, Westerland News. Would you answer a few questions for our viewers?
Alright.
What do you want to know?
You've been given a unique position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
I'm honored.
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
Not like that.
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Turians helped to build that ship, you asshole.
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
Crew is still Alliance.
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human,
Minus
yes,
the two
but you
people
do work
standing
for the
right here
Citadel
and
now,
right
Commander.
here.
One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
This interview is over.
Hold on. It's pretty clear you have an agenda here. I'm not going to be part of it. Excuse me.
You can't just walk away, Commander. The public has a right to know. Isn't it true you're just a shill for the Council?
You are an asshole. Welcome to the Presidium. Sir. Sir. Sir, I need to talk to you,
Hello,
sir.
Commander.
Show me what
I'll
you...
open the rare stocks for you.
Oh god, what is that unholy atrocity? I want it. Except this is better. Fine. Oh shit. Didn't even notice this here. Fuck. Again, I'm not using any of this shit. Give me that. That right there? That, I want it. I want that. Give it to me. New fucking armor. And a shotgun for Rex. He'll get a mod
Hello,
later.
Commander.
Show me what
I'll
you...
open the rare stocks for you.
Barriers, health. Yeah, no, we won't bury. What do we? Oh, we have 2 points. 2 points? How kind. Music completely disappeared because it stopped for some reason. Please come back to me, music. I just want you back. There we go. Let's look around and see if there's anything here.
Hello, Commander.
Yeah, my Rex is a fucking tank. Dude is just like, yo. And I just gave him this Spectre shotgun. And he's just gonna walk up to people with this awesome shotgun. Fucking super beef. And just punch people. He's not even gonna use the shotgun, he's just gonna punch people. Rex is a monster. It's a shame I never use Rex. Like, I've only beaten the game 3 times, so granted I haven't had much experience with Rex, but I mean, I usually use Tali and Garrus is my team. Tali, Garrus, Shepard, because I like Garrus.
Presidium technicians are
But that's a
struggling to
really
understand why a
squishy team.
computer system catastrophically overloaded
With Rex, you got a
Technicians
slab
are
of
reportedly
beef.
unsure of what caused the malfunction, or even what the system was originally designed to do. CSEC is investigating the possible vandalism or misuse of public property.
And look at him. Doesn't he look fucking badass? He reminds me of a snapping turtle in this armor, though, because of his chin. Specifically that armor. Like, the other armors I didn't really see it, but now that he's in this white armor, it's so, like, obvious.
Hey, Commander Shepard. Good to see you again. Anything you need?
No.
I have to go.
Goodbye.
Right. You're probably real busy. Well, see you around, Commander.
He sounds so upset each time I talk to him. You want anything? No. Actually, I really didn't. Oh, okay.
I could get used to living like this.
Okay. Living like what?
You can and you will, or your story won't stay secret for long.
I just skipped part of
Don't
that on
disappoint
accident.
me, Doctor.
Hi.
Oh, Commander Shepard. I didn't see you come in.
You need some help.
Every time I come in here, I see someone threatening you. Who was that?
Someone from my past. I can take care of it.
It's okay.
I might be able to help you.
I was fired by my previous employer for giving out free medical supplies to clinics like this. They never filed any charges. They just wanted me to leave without any fuss. But somebody must have found out. Now they're blackmailing me. I have to give them what they want. If the board finds out about my past, I could lose my license. They'll shut my clinic down.
Oh, I can help with that.
Maybe I can get you out of this. Tell me what they want.
I have to give some of my medical supplies to a merchant in the markets. They expect delivery today.
I'll help
Give
you.
me your contact's name. I'll deal with this guy, whoever he is.
Deal with him? But won't they expose my past?
I'll make sure they don't tell anyone.
I was told to speak with a merchant named Morlan down in the markets. I really appreciate this, Commander. Thank you.
You're a doctor. How did you end up here on the Citadel?
My parents brought me here when I was young. My father was a medic with the Alliance. I chose to keep the medical tradition alive,
They
but
love
not the
me.
military. Fixing up wounded soldiers isn't my idea of fun.
I already asked you that, so I don't know why I did again. So we gotta visit Morlan. I think I forgot to do that because I didn't talk to her again, earlier. So that's cool. Flavorful. I'm actually kind of hoping to find their